Yo, what's good? Welcome back to episode 4 of our podcast. This is Miami Boys. Two niggas talking about random shit. I'm your boy Twan. I'm here with
Mr. Rice.
Alright, man. What are we talking about today?
Alright, so today we're going to talk about can you date a girl that has a kid?
You know that's usually a red flag for niggas.
Yeah, especially if you got more than one.
Yeah. Like one, you can probably get away with, but like any more than that, it's just be like, move. But like I think the main reason why it's a red flag for most dudes is they don't want the responsibility of taking care of someone else's kid.
But honestly, I mean, that honestly could be on both sides. Except women are generally a little more different about that. Like,
it's more common with women though. It's more common, unfortunately, that we have single mothers. There are single fathers out there.
There's not a lot of them.
It's not a lot. But yeah, I just get what you're saying. That it can go both ways. Though I feel like women will probably be more. They're probably more likely to go out with that guy if he has a kid.
As long as now, okay, there's some exceptions to the rule, but as long as the baby's mom isn't in the picture, usually, that's when usually what would turn the women off from doing it is if the baby mom is still in the picture.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, I don't mind taking care of the kid, but I don't want to deal with her.
Right.
And it's different for the guys because most of these guys are like, oh, I just want to take care of the kid, somebody else's kid. Like,
it's that whole thought process of
that is somebody else's kid.
Yeah. And especially if you really like the girl, like there's no way you can go through that whole relationship without at least building a bond with her kid. Because you can't just sit there and act like that little nigga don't exist.
Like that's what most women want anyways. When it comes out to there being a new guy in their kid's life, most women are like, okay, you're obviously not my kid's father, but I want you to grow a good
be a good example for her.
Yeah, and have a good bond with my kid.
Right.
Because you're gonna assume responsibility. You're gonna assume the father figure in that kid's life, so you need to have a good bond with them, anyways. I would assume.
And I'm pretty sure most single women wouldn't even want some random dude that they don't trust to be with their kid.
Exactly. It's not that it's. Yes, she needs to trust him, but more importantly, the kid needs to trust him.
Right.
More importantly. Because, at the end of the day, adults deal with things differently from kids.
Right.
So the kid might be able to handle having a new mother or father in their life more easier than, or more harder, in most cases, than, have a new significant other now. Because, the thing is, kids take things into adulthood from their childhood. So it's kind of this person did this thing when I was a kid, now I'm an adult and I'm still having a hard time with it.
Right.
So it's most important that the kid trusts the new parent.
And I think dudes just gotta realize that, hey, you know the situation. Are you willing to become the stepdaddy? And another thing that you gotta think about is she worth it? Is she the one that you can see yourself with? Despite her having a kid, so you basically sort of not cross it out, but you don't make that a thing that kind of throws you off. You don't make that a thing it shouldn't be disgusting that and that's my thing with this. I'm not disgusted by the fact that she has a kid. I guess that's kind of a grotesque word. Look at me using big words. But that's kind of harsh to say like that. But usually with men, when a woman says that she has a kid, they want to like turn tail and fucking run.
Yeah, that's how most guys are.
And with that, I feel like the reason that happens is because whatever age they are, either way, they're not ready to take care of the kid, especially the kid is not their own.
Their own, yeah.
So,
but the thing is, like sometimes, like, and this isn't really the best thing, but sometimes some guys are just like, oh well, it's not my kid, so if I leave play, it ain't gonna be that bad.
yeah, that's fucked up.
It's messed up, but okay, like, damn, I see where you're coming from, but still, like, just it's like.
At that point, he should have just been honest. It was like, hey,
I'm not ready for a kid.
I'm not ready for a kid.
Yeah.
So I don't think we can be friends.
We can be friends, but that's about it. Like,
yeah, that's about it. Like,
but yeah, like for me, I'm fine with dating women that have kids. Like I've done it before. Like okay, they've only had one kid, but I guess that's the other thing. Well, you basically already said no. But the other question that came up for me was, if she has multiple kids, are you okay with it?
That is nigga. That's like multiple red flags. That's usually the deal breaker.
Like honestly, for me, if she had no more than 2 kids, I'd be okay. Honestly, and I think it also depends on the age of the kids as well for most guys. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it's like okay, if the kids are, oh I don't know, in their teens, then the kids could tend to take care of themselves a little more.
Right.
Than if the kids like, oh the kid's 3. Or oh the kid's a newborn.
Right.
Like I'm fine with either one of them, honestly.
I think either way, you will still have an influence on them.
No,
even if they
you
were
would.
teens or even if they were like little. Like it's still that responsibility that like you're gonna be with this woman.
For
so
X
you're
amount of
gonna
time.
well, potentially forever if you decide to marry her or some shit. But like you're gonna be with this woman, you're going to influence not only her life but her kids.
Like the kids like
you gotta think about that. Like, you know, if I don't care how bad the dom is, I don't care. Like if you see the dom got a kid, you can't just look at it like how you would normally look at it, be like, oh, she probably just gonna let me fuck or whatever. Or like
I mean she might.
She might.
But chances are she won't.
Yeah. Or she this is probably just gonna be like a little small thing. It ain't gonna grow into nothing big. You a damn lie.
Exactly.
As soon as that kid gets in the picture, it is a big thing.
And the thing is, it's harder for her because as soon as the kid gets attached to you, you're done.
Right. Like
it's over. Like
that's another thing you gotta deal with too, because like if you end up building a bond, actually building a bond with the kid, it's like damn.
Eventually, this kid gonna get attached to me.
Yeah. So it's like, damn. Like now you're stuck. You have to like commit to it.
You still could leave.
It'll be a bitch move.
What the thing is,
but I get what you're saying.
Like I wouldn't even say that because it's like okay. In retrospect, it still isn't your kid.
I know, but like, why would you go through that whole thing of building a bond just to get to? I know usually what niggas do is like they just try to get on the good side of
the kid to get to her or whatever.
Right.
But the thing is,
all that work.
But the thing is, even sometimes, like most of the time, well, not most of the time, but sometimes it's even like it's got to that point, but then she decides, okay, this ain't it.
Okay, yeah.
And she decides.
If she initiates it, if she's the one that.
But the thing is, even in like both of y'all should be able to tell pretty early on if it isn't gonna work.
Right.
Now, if y'all make it all the way, if y'all make it that far to where it's like, yeah, you've met the kid, you you have that relationship with the kid and everything, and then stuff just doesn't work out. Then I'm just like, well, stuff just didn't work out.
Right.
Like if you up and leave, it's a little different, yeah. But the thing is, stuff still cannot work out.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I guess I already sort of said my answer. Like, me personally, I'm not ready for a kid. So if I meet a woman that already has one, it would automatically be a deal breaker for me. Simply because I'm not ready for one. And another thing with me is like I don't mind taking care of another dude's kid, I guess, but like I would still feel like, damn, why am I putting this much effort into someone that's not my seed? Like, and that's another thing too. Is like I would rather I be the one that impregnates you, like
not anybody else.
Not anyone else. Like if you was gonna have a first kid, let it be with me. But like that's basically how I feel. Like, and with that, it's like it's better that way because I can sort of control when I would want to have a kid.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you technically could still within reason. Just as soon as you find out she has a kid, just say, "Look, I'm not ready."
Mm-hmm.
Like you have less control, but you still have some sort of control. Because I mean, you still have the ability to say to her, as soon as you find out, "Hey, you're cool and all, but I'm just not ready for this."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I hear where you're coming from, though.
Yeah, it's all a matter of me like mentally thinking, like
mentally being prepared.
Mentally being prepared is like I'm only 24, and I know usually at this age niggas got kids already.
At least one.
At least one, but I always felt like with having a kid, it comes like a lot of responsibility with it, obviously. But another thing would be is that I want to obviously bond with that kid and be a good influence on him.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not ready yet. I'm not at that point yet where I could be a good influence or even like take care of it financially, mentally, physically, whatever. Well, physically, I'll probably be fine. But like, it's basically financially and mentally, I'm not ready to
You're not
take
in
care
that
of
position just yet.
Yeah.
You see, the younger the kid is, the more influence you can have on them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like they look at their parents for everything.
Right.
But like, I think my biggest thing for me is I'm 26 and I've dated 2 girls that have kids before.
So you're dealt with
all. I'm fine with it. Like I think that's the reason why I would be content with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it's gonna be more of a time commitment and everything in the whole talking phase. The dating phase might last a little longer. But I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm fine with that. I've been dating someone with a kid at 16 and 19, so it's like
dating someone with a kid at 16.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't my kid, but
I know, but like the fact that you dealt with that at 16.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very special case.
Mm.
Very, very special case.
Like, nigga, you was basically still living with your peoples.
Yeah, I was still living with my people.
Like kids and shit. And I want to make things clear. It's not that the women out there, the single mothers out there that have children, that doesn't make you any less attractive. You could be the baddest chick I ever seen or the most beautiful chick I ever seen. But like it will sort of like having a child does determine whether or not it will throw me off, and it does determine whether or not I will want to like continue, at least relationship wise. Like again, I'm trying to be friends and stuff like that. I can still bond with the kid and still being friends with you. But as far as relationship goes, it's like that is a lot on your plate already.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a lot
I
on
don't
your
know
plate.
if I can, handle it.
It's a lot on your plate just off the rip.
Yeah.
Like
I want a clean slate. I want
you don't want it to be cleanish.
Yeah.
Like partially clean or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's basically like my main take on it. For you other niggas that just wanna, fuck or whatever, it's like you do you. But for me, at least right now at my age, like when I look at a woman, I'm looking to like have something more, like, and that can be a major factor of whether or not I make my decision to be with you. It's like
the thing is like you end up with a girl that has a kid, at least for you end up with a girl that has a kid, for example, then it's like, well, I still want to have X amount of kids.
Yeah.
She already had one, and the thing is, she has biological clock on her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we kind of do, but we have less of a biological clock on us. Like it's not as forced as a woman's clock is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing that's another factor that ends up determining whether or not people want to have kids. Like if people want to date somebody with a kid.
Mm-hmm. You just want to be prepared to be able to take care of another small human being, right? Because that small human being, I don't know why I'm calling babies this, but like,
A small human being, okay.
Yeah, but obviously they can't do things on their own. So like you two have to be able to like take up the mantle, like make sure you be able to take care of it. That's when I say that I'm not prepared for it. I mean mentally and financially, I'm not prepared for it because yes, I am done with school, but I am still currently looking for a job in my field. I have a job now. It's not like strapping or anything. I just work at a fucking Starbucks. But
yeah,
I think even with that salary, like I'm gonna probably
it'll take both.
It'll be rough. It'll be rough. Yeah, it'll still be rough. But like I don't want to be at that point. And I'm not trying to say I need to be, I need to be comfortable. Because you're, in my opinion, you're never really comfortable. You're not truly comfortable.
You're only truly comfortable if you're making six figures. If you alone.
Yeah.
Like nobody else's income but yours, you're making six figures.
Right, and I'm not trying to wait until that. Obviously, I might have.
I
might have a kid. Wait before I even make six figures.
It's probably gonna happen before then, yeah.
But at least then, this is another reason why it's like I kind of want to build that up with a woman that doesn't have kids. It's easier to do it with a woman that doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna build that up. You're gonna eventually move in together and stuff like that. I'm trying to go like step by step. See, when a woman already got a kid, she already put me up here. I'm just like, hold up now.
You're not trying to skip a few steps.
Yeah, like a woman that already has a kid, she's making me skip a lot of steps that,
You see, I'm okay with skipping a couple steps.
Mm.
Like honestly, I'm in a position where I still got a little bit of time in school. I'm not financially stable, but I am mentally ready.
Do you feel that that's enough to take care of a kid?
No, I need to have a little bit of money.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I need to have a little bit of money on me, but that's I feel like for me personally, that's the only thing that's not there yet.
Mm.
Like, okay, I have another X amount of time in school. Then that's okay.
Mm.
But like the biggest thing is being able to financially support them.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like, okay, if I meet a girl tomorrow that has a kid and we vibing, then it's alright. Like it's fine.
And I'm cool with vibing.
Well, I think we mean two different types of vibing.
Okay. All right.
Like for me, I'm talking about like I'm talking about the we going forward type of vibing, not the we just chilling here vibing.
Okay. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically my take on it. Shout out to all the single mothers out there that's like holding on. I hope you find someone that can like really take care of you and your child and really care for you and your child, not just doing it just to like,
not just doing it because
fuck or whatever. Like
not just doing it for any alternative motives. Like doing it because it's what they want to do.
Right. So yeah, that's basically all I got on it.
Yeah, that's all I got as well. So, so we'll end the podcast here. All the social media links will be in the description, and we'll catch you all next time.
Peace.